we've had Senator Mitchell from Georgia came up, who's an Elizabeth guy.
That's excellent.
And you had some other very interesting speakers in the past. So I congratulate you on attracting quality speakers. The proclamation signing by the NAACP will host the African American flag outside of City Hall. Maybe the both of you can talk to me about the origins of the African American flag.
Well, the flag, it was, I think it's the gentleman's name is Melvin Charles. He used to be an Elizabethan. He went to Liberty Baptist Church, and he basically designed a flag that we wave now. We waved it over the last, 3-4 years over City Hall, but it's been waved throughout other cities. So one year, Mr. Sampson, Steve Sampson, who's no longer with us, say, hey, look, we need to raise the African flag over City Hall. And as you always say, Mayor, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And that's what we did. And we brought Mr. Melvin Charles here the first time we did it. And he felt really welcome that his own city where he grew up, waved the flag. And he goes around throughout Black History Month, and he makes sure the flag's waved throughout as many city halls around the country.
This flag is somewhat different than the Martin Luther King flag.
Yes, it is.
Yes. The Martin Luther King flag is basically out in January, as opposed to Black History Month, where we do the African American History flag. Joanne, the NCNW is going to have an event here in Elizabeth on February 10th, which is Black History Month. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what that event's going to do.
Well, first of all, it's called our Harambe Breakfast, and it's going to be held at the Steve Sampson Center here in Elizabeth. And we're very proud. We had our first one last year, which was very exciting to the people in the community. We honor certain individuals, and this year we would be honoring Dr. Thelma Hurd, one of the school principal here in Elizabeth. And our other honorees are youth. We try to reach out to youth who is doing outstanding work in the school system, and that youth would be Kenya Wright. And we also have one of our NCNW members who have done some outstanding work, who's gone beyond the cause of duty in the organization, and her name is Deetra Key. So we are very excited about this event. Reverend, what's her name? Rosalind Adair is going to be our guest speaker, and I'm very excited about that. She has really done some exciting things here in Elizabeth, and I'm sure that everyone is going to come out and join us. So we're asking each and everybody to come out on that day. The word Harambe is a Swahili word that comes from, the century, but however, that means coming together. And that's what this organization is about, women coming together, bringing their their ideas and everything. So we're bringing this to the community, coming together and making this a safety place to live in.
Good. If you could stay with us, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and talk more about Black History Month and the organization that you've helped form here in the city of Elizabeth City. Councilwoman, there's some special events planned for seniors. Can you tell us about some of those events?
Well, as you know, Ms. Shannon, Office on Aging Supervisor, does an excellent job to make sure that our senior community is well, versed and active and aware of what's happening throughout the year. And we have one senior event planned on February 14th, but that's Valentine's Day, but Ms. Shannon, she makes it really fun for all of us. And that's going to be at the Palmer Street Center.
Oh, the Palmer Street, Peterstown Center.
Peterstown Center, yes.
You drew a blank on Peterstown.
Yeah, I did. I'm looking
it's on Palmer Street, you're right.
You. Okay.
Peterstown Center.
At the Peterstown Center, and that's February 14th on Valentine's Day. And then on Tuesday, February 20th, the Urban League Guild is going to be highlighting African American seniors throughout the community, and that event is going to be at Steve Sampson Center from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And that's another opportunity for seniors to come out. They're going to be highlighted, put it on the spotlight. There'll be music and food. And it's just another way to say thank you, to share your culture, to let people know it's open to the entire city, to come out and see who are some of our seniors or who've been here for quite a while who have made a contribution to our society.
Joanne, at the break we were talking about a membership drive that you're having at Trinitas Hospital, I guess, to get more African American women to join the group and surrounding areas. Are you reaching out to not only Trinitas but other companies as well?
Absolutely. I received a phone call from Public Relations asking if we would be interested in participating with the Black History Month, which now we're trying to reach out to do certain events for Black History Month and everything. So I thought it was a good idea to do a membership drive there at the Trinitas Hospital in the lobby. And it's not just for Trinitas staff members. Whoever walked through the door on that particular day that we host that event is welcome to join our organization. It's an organization that we just get the job done in time in terms of whatever needs to be done in the community.
Good. And Councilwoman, the SOAR program is working with the Office on Cultural and Heritage Affairs in a Building Future Leaders program to host an event that will focus on young people. Can you talk to us a little about that?
That's a hip-hop event. I believe that's going to take place on
Well, you and I ain't performing, now are we?
No, we'll be in the audience on February 17th. And that's a way where you allow young people to express themselves the way they see life today. And it's also a good way to give them motivational skills, speaking skills. You know, you just don't wake up and say, I want to be a leader. You know, you have to be either a little born into it or you have to be trained into it. You know, you have to come up. It's a process, and it's an excellent way to let our young people just shine, to give them some confidence to do the things that they feel is right. And I'm glad to see that the Office on Youth and especially the Cultural and Heritage Division is working together to help the children really you know, be all they can be.
You know, Councilwoman, during the month of March, the Irish have a long celebration for St. Patrick's Day. And the African Americans really start on probably Martin Luther King's birthday weekend and goes through the end of February. So it's an extremely busy time for you, and you have a lot of things going on. Can you point to, you know, some of the greatest satisfactions you've had in putting a lot of these programs together over the years?
Basically, to see the community coming together, and I guess just enjoying one another. Like Ms. Blount said, the Harambe, the coming together, the working together, you know, just sharing one another's culture with the greater society. You know, no culture is better than either other culture, but you must celebrate yourself. And I think I enjoy seeing the community celebrating itself.
It's got to be fun, though, when you see some young men and women or boys and girls sing the Negro National Anthem for the first time and know the words and think that this is part of our culture, and, you know, they've been missing it, and they come to events like this and they get it, or they go to that lecture on slavery in America and they understand things. I mean, I've been to a few of these things, and I think watching the young people's eyes is probably the most moving experience, Joanne.
That's very true, because when we share the information about Mary McLeod Bethune, a lot of African American youth are not even aware of who she was. And Mary McLeod Bethune started her school back with $1.50. Now, I found that very interesting for myself, and I know that it would be interesting with all the others. When she started that school, she had young ladies to become educated. She was an educator. She educated the kids. She put them into the health field, financial field, and political. She was also the advisor to Roosevelt. I'm having a blank moment. President Roosevelt. And I think that's really important that people should know, you know, and especially our youth. So when I tell them the story, they go, wow, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, it's good you say that, because one of my favorite stories, and Pat's heard me say this, is that when they first landed a spaceship on Mars and they had that little robot going around, it was named Sojourner. And it was after a young African-American boy who wrote a letter in and said, name it after Sojourner Truth. And that's how the thing got the name, but a lot of people don't even know that.